Hey everyone, it's Sandy Schreck, and today we're going to create a trans-seasonal design, which means it embraces more than one season. Kind of starts in the autumn and home decor area, and then we're going to add a little bit of holiday decor to create a long-lasting design. We're going to start with some of the trending items that we see right now. We have the bleached Italian ruscus, which is all of the bleached materials are trending. Pampas grass, definitely a trending item. And an emerging trend is the velvet texture. We have brought in some fabulous velvet Floral leaves. And when they arrive kind of flat. And so we just need to kind of use your fingers, and go back and forth kind of to give those materials some life. And you can see the difference, just that single or simple adjustment, and then some of those side breaks, you want to be able to spread them out to get a little bit more value from the stem. So I did prepare a little bit here, and the first thing that we're going to start off with is this green budding berry. And this is a berry stem that we have, and it's wired all the way up, so you can get that great dynamic action coming from the berry. You could mix it in with some natural berried materials. I'm going to take these two stems, and they're going to form the base of our structure for our hand tie. I think of my hand here where that C is. That's going to be the basis for how the base of the arrangement is going to sit into this container. So next we're going to add in some of the other materials. This is a pen grass, and again, it is wired all the way up, so you're able to get a little bit of motion and life out of that, just coming back and forth a little bit. Just really look at how much livelier that looks. So you have two stems of the pen grass that we're going to come in with, and then this is a preserved pampas grass. That's a permanent botanical. We're going to come in there with that, and just doing separation to add value on this. There's a couple different stems, and that's wired up all the way too. So it's buyers paying attention to all those little details that we're able to add value and depth to a design because of the wired branches. So there you can see our base on this. So some of the preserved materials mixing in with the botanical, faux botanicals, and just that neutral shade. Then we kind of want to bring in a subtle floral material, and this is something we see kind of growing a lot roadside, and this is a Queen Anne's lace. So I wanted it to add in a more of a focal impact, but not have it be overpowering. So that transparency of that Queen Anne's lace is a great way to be able to kind of add that in. And so you see what's going on there. Now I'm going to take it to next level. Look at the richness that this velvet texture of this Floral branch is going to bring, and just how it really is going to anchor this design. Just using the branches coming on both sides, and look at the richness quality that adds. Then I have some botanicals. That's the pampas grass. That is a real material, but it's wired on a stem. So that way I have a little bit more control. And so I'm going to bring that a little bit further out so that I get that realism aspect of it. I always try to mix in some of the preserved materials now, crossing with the faux botanicals, and then some of the preserved materials. So you can see that great mix. So this would be something, would be in home decor right now, that whole mix of the berries and textural elements. That's very, very on trend. the contrasting textures that we see. But to extend the season on this, we could also add in, this is a juniper branch, or it's a cedar branch that has some pods. So that adds that great textural influence down on the base. And then I'm going to take one stem of long pine. And because I wanted to show this to you as a Tran-seasonal and then add this in, if I was making it from scratch and intending it for it to be Tran-seasonal, I would have added that in a little bit earlier. But it's a way you could put it out on your sales floor already right now and then add in those few pine elements, and all of a sudden it takes it to the next season. So just adds that another textural influence. We're gonna tie this off with bind wire. Taking the bind wire, fold it over a couple times. I'm gonna come down here and just do a twist on that. And also by doing this in a hand-tied bouquet, if this doesn't sell, I can easily take it apart. Of course it will, but if it doesn't, I can take it apart. I'm gonna come here, pull my container to the edge, mark visually where I need to cut, and then I'm gonna come in with my stem cutter and cut those stems off. So you just pull in a couple stems at a time. One of those babies is hard. It's like the tennis match with the grunt. All right. Look at all those thick stems and how easily I did it. But this is one of the most invaluable tools that you have. But so we come in, so we're gonna place that into its home in that vessel. And then now I'm gonna do some additional shaping. So I'm just gonna come in and twist up some of that berry to bring a little bit more attention to it. And because it's wired, I'm able to utilize it. It's in its own space in this great vessel. So just taking some of those pieces and separating them out, making sure everything has its own space so that I can add value. And each piece, definitely we got to find the front here, and that's, yeah, there isn't that much of a front. This is our Tran-seasonal hand-tie bouquet. It's a great mix of contrasting textures for your customers. It really embraces the beauty of the outdoors to bring it into your home decor. Make sure and try this hand-tie concept so you can sell it with the vase or without. That way your customer could take it home and use one of their own vases. If you like that idea and some others, make sure, give us a comment, tell us what you like, share our videos, and we'll see you next time on LBR Inspires.